Alright, I'm good to go whenever.
Okay, let me go ahead and start recording. Welcome back to Clandestine. Last time we had a flawless mission with not even a save scummed fuck up.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have the same treatment this time.
How dare you call it that? You take that word out of your mouth right now.
Okay, an inbuilt transgression.
That's right, there were no transgressions. I didn't even have to wiggle my fingers and make bodies disappear, which still would have left no footprint, because when you clean it up, it goes. Now we can get gold stars from everyone.
Pretext for you is not a simple matter.
I'm not surprised to hear you say that.
Mr. Mansour is easy. Put him in a suit, give him the sort of title that makes eyelids heavy. Asset manager, for instance.
Maybe if you actually had those fucking diplomas, it'd be easy.
I don't mean to be flippant, Mr. Gray, but you should have seen me when my hair was spiky.
Yes, well, we appreciate your effort to tone it down. Now, what are you here to see me about?
So what was Absalom's role in all this?
It looks like he got set up. He was following the money trail from the drug trade, and somebody wanted to stop him.
But then, why did the authorities kill him?
All the Danes knew was that he was spying for a foreign power inside the seat of their government, and he was armed and dangerous. They were trying to bring him in for questioning. Based on what you brought back, it seems somebody made Absalom believe it was a hit.
She's trembling with rage on my screen.
Panicked and started shooting.
It's hard to accept that a man died because of a misunderstanding.
That's the cost of clandestine operations. You have to keep secrets even from the people who are on your side. Sometimes that gets you in trouble.
Do we have any information at all on Adrastea?
Sarah's team is digging through the archives now and pulling on our contacts within the CIA and the FSB. The only hit we've had so far has been a brief mention buried in a top-secret CIA report from the early 80s.
So it's some kind of Cold War thing?
It could have been around for longer. It's difficult to say. The report was mainly financial and contained no further information about our targets.
I'll start preparing for the next operation.
This may be our first shot at Adrastea. Let's make sure it won't be our last.
Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Go see Horseface, as is tradition. We'll go see Martin and Danny. It's so dark in here today. Oh, it's the other one. I always make that mistake. Horseface.
Miss Kozlova, good to have you back.
You're in a good mood.
I had the opportunity to watch you at work in London. Splendid job. I must especially.
We should have killed people. That way she wouldn't have thought that her words made an impact on us.
I know, right?
I know it sounds like faint praise, but I now see why Mr. Gray chose you and Martin as our field team, rather than somebody with special forces experience.
I thought that was because CIA didn't give us any people.
What I'm trying to say is, I'm glad you have a confidence.
It's like she completely forgot what she said last time.
Hey, I wasn't here to watch your last operation, but I've been told
This
you
fucking
kicked
guy.
all sorts of ass. I'm sorry if this sounds ignorant, but I was just wondering.
Go on, ask.
I used to do Taekwondo, and I was really into martial arts for a while. I've never seen a lady beat a guy in a fight.
Well, it's a pretty simple equation. In a fair fight, a good big guy will beat a good small guy. That leaves me two options. I can either be better, or I can make sure it's not a fair fight.
Which one is it?
When things go according to plan, both.
And when they don't?
Knife to the heart or carotid artery.
I like how that guy has like all that the shaving markings, like all the stubble beneath his actual mustache.
Well, of course he does. He shaves around it just a little bit. Not too much. Gotta keep the stubble. Alright. Martin.
No!
Martin.
No!
Martin?
No.
You're in there. I know you are.
I'm not in here. No!
Mostly Josiah's phone calls, and I've discovered something disconcerting.
Do tell.
Did you know we're not sanctioned?
What?
What?
Kingbridge does not have official sanction from the highest echelons of the CIA or
Hey.
FSB.
But we do have support from both agencies.
Not from people with any authority to create this kind of program. In fact, it kind of sounds like nobody has authority to establish something like Kingbridge.
Then we better hope the higher-ups don't find out.
That's putting it mildly. We'd be thrown before the FISA court at the very least. At worst, they'll install us permanently in the CIA's nearest black site.
Or left to rot in some prison in Siberia.
All of us here, we're committing treason just by associating with each other.
I should talk to Josiah about this.
I'm watching you in my office. I see you.
You piece of shit. I see you.
I'm in
Let's see
Daniel's
what-
office, who's not in here because he's in the rec room.
I see elite boobies. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, where are those other ones over there? There's hay. I can't. Floppies for X's, or what is that? I have no idea.
The
Bloopies?
bikini issue. I like how you asked this question. Boobies?
I said bloopies, but yes. Sure, those two. Love how you're always set for a chess game, except you don't have anyone to play with.
The joke is that I don't actually know how to play chess, and I have it set there to look cool.
Lethal taps nose. Oh yeah, he's not in here. He's in the rec room. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get wrecked. The other side of creation. You never remember the easier way to get to the rec room. It's like up and down. We're gonna go to the armory first.
You can always head to the armory first. I'm going to the rec room. I want to play games.
Okay.
Whee! Hey,
Tom.
Daniel, hey, Daniel, hey, Daniel, hey. Hey,
He
Daniel.
won't react to you. He's programmed to not be reactive.
He's like, oh, hey, that hacker guy, right? And I'm like, yeah, want to play some billiards? Daniel, pull, Daniel. Watch me.
All right, Radko-chan.
А, вот и вы. Есть разговор.
Мне пора волноваться.
Скорее мне беспокоиться за
You
вас.
didn't kill
Я
anyone.
могу дать кучу причин для беспокойства. Какую именно вы выбрали?
Похоже, вы отклоняетесь от плана, лишь бы кого-нибудь не убить.
А должна убивать?
Нет. В милосердии нет ничего плохого, но я беспокоюсь, когда ваше угрызение совести ставит под угрозу задание.
Не то чтобы я боялась запачкать руки, но без крайней нужды я не убиваю.
Однако как вы решаете, необходимо ли это, пребывая в стремительной суматохе событий? Да, можно пощадить случайного прохожего. Но что
I don't
если
remember being
закон
scolded
опускает
this
вас
much.
к врагам?
I know, right? Also, I'm not sure when the hell you're going to stop talking because I have no idea what that gibberish means.
Я не боюсь убивать, когда это необходимо.
Хотелось бы верить. Не позволяйте своей совести мешать
I'm glad you have a
вам
conscience. Never let your conscience get away with
Это
this shit.
осторожность. В долгосрочной перспективе куда безопаснее оставлять за собой поменьше кровавых следов.
What the hell, Radko? You're just telling me how I was an honorary
I
Groot
know.
because of all the people I killed in the darkness or something to that effect.
I guess what happened is that because you whacked someone, but I made them disappear in our offline playthrough, that still qualified as pleasing everyone. But this time I didn't even need to make anyone disappear. So now Radko is sad and not going to tell you about the newest invention.
Of course. And, yes, there's a forbidden door of mystery. I'm sure we'll eventually figure out what that is. In the future. Alright, let's go up to the rec room.
Go up. It's on the same floor as the armory.
Nope. Damn it.
Hey, how was it then?
It was, interesting.
It sounded like it would be a milk run.
Motherfucker.
Let's just say things didn't go according to plan. We got what we came for, though.
We?
Yep, I made some new friends. I'll introduce you to them sometime.
So
Okay.
dramatic.
How about you? I heard you pulled quite the heist in London.
It all went off without a hitch.
How was it to work with Martin?
He's got my back. Why?
He just seems a bit, full of
This
himself.
fucking guy.
I know. I was when he first said that, I'm all, I didn't really feel that way. I don't know why you do.
I haven't really noticed.
So I was waiting behind a door to surprise you, but you didn't remember how to get to the rec room.
Oh, I remembered.
Yeah. So now I've
I
glitched
see-
this lady.
I see you floating on midair in my screen.
I absolutely am. This lady's trying to get through me, and she can't. She went walking away in the cutscene, and in our offline playthrough, I was waiting behind that rec room door, but it didn't show me, and it made me sad, so I found a new thing to have fun with.
I'm glad you're keeping yourself occupied.
And until you teleport me to the briefing, this lady is fucking doomed.
Well, I'll try to save her as quickly as I can. Also, there is a comms floor we've never really been on. I might as well show you some of the stuff from there, at least on my screen. We have some televisions with some scenes from the era, which would be, of course, the mid-90s.
That's right.
We have, of course, Slick Willie on screen. Drugs. This gentleman with prominent eyebrows. War. Unrest. Tokyo.
Remember, winners just don't do drugs. Winners fight drugs. Oh, hey, I never even realized there was, like, a little doorway through here. We went through an entire playthrough of this game, and I never realized you could just walk up here from the comms room. My god.
They must have installed that in a patch, Wink.
Wink, yes. Of course.
Alright, time for our next mission. Into Warsaw. This one's 8 minutes compared to 5, which was our last one. Let's see. I'm trying to remember exactly how this one worked.
Martin said to go talk to Josiah again, but that's not showing up as an objective. I guess you can do that after next mission.
Yeah, about the treason.
Yes, about the treason. The treason.
Can you open the... There you go. Thank you. Josiah! Josiah, I'm here to talk about... the treason? You're too busy. I understand. Running your fingers over your writing...
There's no time to discuss treason.
As he phantom writes the memos. Okay. Listen here. Sound like SKS saying that. Oh, it's this mission, yes. I don't think we really need a gun for this, but... you know what? I won't bring one. There. How about that?
Alright, then.
We'll bring the Banshee, a pager. Oh, I can't... oh, that's right. Since I'm in this cocktail dress, which you guys can't see on Grimith's side yet, it's a stylish ensemble that allows you to go undercover at societal gatherings, but offers no protection and little space for equipment.
Spumblers about what we're doing next. Ah!
We're going to a cocktail party. Let's go ahead and launch. You can bring a grenade. You're about to go into a mission without a firearm. Okay. We shouldn't need it.
The information you uncovered in London has led us to Richard Baxter, a somewhat mysterious and particularly well-connected banker. He's officially employed by Catalyst, but apparently he's never set foot in their building, and his name appears almost nowhere in their files. When he does appear, it's usually in private correspondence. And these missives make it pretty clear that he is, in fact, the man controlling the whole money laundering outfit.
So he is the source of the leaks. He is getting agents killed when they get too close to his operation?
There's only one way to find out. Find him and ask him. Unfortunately, he's a very difficult man to find. In fact, one rather gets the impression that he has extensive experience with tradecraft.
He's a spy?
Based on the way he covers his tracks, almost certainly. Fortunately, Mr. Zabulka is better at finding people than Mr. Baxter is at not being found.
Ha! You found him, Ratko.
He turned up in Poland. I'm pretty well connected in that neighborhood. A lot of people who owe me a favor.
Indeed. Mr. Zabulka's connections alerted us that Baxter is attending a party in Warsaw, thrown by a Bulgarian drug lord named Visalin Vadkov. The party's on the 7th, and that may be the only window we'll have for quite some time.
Who else is on the guest list?
31 people, mainly Poles and Russians, with a few Germans and Brits bringing the international touch. Most with connections to organized crime.
We've managed to get an invitation by leaning on a low-ranking member of Vatkov's network. Mansour still has an old CIA identity by the name of Nasir Patel, who we've revived for this operation.
Is that safe?
Nazir is clean. He had nothing to do with the thing in Mexico.
Mr. Patel is a Pakistani black market financier looking to establish a connection into Europe. He'll be accompanied by a Russian call girl named Yulia Seletsnyova.
My cover is a prostitute.
The guest list doesn't leave us much room to be creative. Every woman there has been hired for the occasion. It's that kind of party.
I understand this may feel denigrating.
It's fine. Whatever gets us inside with the fewest questions asked.
Good. Kozlova, you're on point.
At least he's not hiding beneath the desk this time.
Mansour will provide the distraction. Mansour's call sign is Lancet. The objective is to identify Richard Baxter, isolate him, and interrogate him.
Our information indicates that Mr. Baxter will stay the night. So you'll be arriving well after dinner, when many of the guests have left. This narrows down the possibilities.
Do we have any idea how this man looks?
Unfortunately not. Mr. Baxter is a
The camera angles on Sarah are really focusing on that corner she likes to stand in.
Someone at the party must know who he is, considering he appears on the guest list as Richard Baxter. Who knows? Maybe he'll simply introduce himself.
Who'll be canvassing the guests then? Me or Katya?
You'll both have to work the room.
I assume resistance
That's a
will be
joke.
pretty low.
Daniel Mansour's not gonna work anything.
And these people don't tend to skimp on security. Worse, if you get caught, they're not simply going to arrest you.
Yes, I got a good preview in Mexico of what happens. But I can't show up for the party wearing Kevlar and thigh holster.
We've procured a very pretty dress for the occasion.
Вы что, издеваетесь?
Come on, Cat, it'll be just like in the movies.
All right, let's go to Poland.
Oh man. Just like the movies. Fuck yeah.